Ty Gibbs attempts to get out of a historic funk. Carl Edwards returns to the NASCAR world. And could we see a NASCAR track be renamed soon? Welcome back to the Breaking Bob channel. Hope y'all are doing well on this Tuesday. If you're new here, as always, hit that subscribe button. We are always talking NASCAR on this channel on a daily basis. This weekend we'll be out of the desert of Phoenix and into the desert of Las Vegas. But regardless, we've got a lot of news to get into, and let's jump in right into it with Vegas sponsorships this weekend. It was announced today that Frankie Muniz, yes, that Frankie Muniz of Malcolm in the Middle and Cody Banks fame, will be sponsored by Morgan & Morgan for his Truck Series race this weekend in Vegas and for multiple races in 2025. This is Muniz's first full-time season in the Truck Series, and Morgan & Morgan, they're actually expanding their NASCAR footprint. They are a full-time sponsor at Richard Childress Racing, both with Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch. Now they're expanding their horizons to the Truck Series with Frankie Muniz. Now, very marketable guy, but still, I'd love to see sponsors branching out in the NASCAR world, and Frankie Muniz, even he has trouble getting sponsorships, it seems like at times. So good for him locking down Vegas and multiple races for him in this full-time season. And the Vegas sponsorship doesn't stop there. John Hunter Nemechek and Legacy Motor Club announced that the 42 will be sponsored by Backstreet Boys this weekend. That's right, Backstreet is back, all right? They have a residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas, and with that, they're having a presence with Legacy Motor Club. So now, Legacy Motor Club has had Creed and Backstreet Boys as a sponsor for the last 2 years. I'm scared to see what they have next for a band. Staying in the Toyota family, Ty Gibbs has had a rough start to his Cup Series season in 2025, and even going back to last year, not really any momentum to build on, even with the crew chief change. Ty Gibbs has an average finish of 31st place, going back to his 9 last starts in the Cup Series. That is the worst in Joe Gibbs' history. But it's darkest just before dawn, and Ty Gibbs is taking a page out of the Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson method. Hey, who said that on the channel a couple of nights ago? Oh, that's right, it was me. But anyway, it doesn't take a mad scientist to think that more seat time is going to help. And Ty Gibbs will be joining the High Limit Racing Series for multiple events starting this weekend in Las Vegas. Ty Gibbs will be making his Sprint Car Dirt debut in the High Limit Racing Series, of course, owned by Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson. And Ty Gibbs will be sponsored by Monster Energy, what a surprise, in the number 84 entry, sponsored and powered by CB Industries, the Powerhouse Dirt team. Again, any time in the seat, no matter what discipline it is, only helps a driver hone in his craft, if you ask me. You saw it with Kyle Busch back when he was bushwhacking in the truck and Xfinity series. And I think it's just anytime a driver has that repetition, they're in the seat. Look at Kyle Larson. He is racing 5 nights a week a lot of times, it feels like. When he had that monster championship season in 2021, it was coming off of when he was racing so much in dirt in 2020 for interesting reasons, but you get the point. Kyle Larson was ready for the moment when he came back into the Cup Series. And you look at Christopher Bell, now that Joe Gibbs Racing has lightened that dirt racing ban. Christopher Bell was racing the offseason, and now look, 3 races in a row he's won heading into Vegas this weekend. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Ty Gibbs joining the High Limit Racing Series will help him get out of his funk? All right, folks, it finally happened. Carl Edwards is back, kind of, in the NASCAR Cup Series garage. It was announced today that Amazon has rounded out their broadcast team, and Carl Edwards will be a part of Amazon's coverage for pre- and post-race broadcasts when they have their NASCAR races this summer. Alongside Kim Kuhn, Marty Snyder, and Trevor Bayne, Edwards will round out the Amazon coverage that I am very interested to see. The NASCAR Hall of Famer has been away for 9 years, although we did see him the last year or two kind of slowly creep his way back in the garage, at least publicly. He's been just a hermit in Missouri, and now, well, he's just going to be on Amazon like it's casual. Jordan Bianchi of The Athletic is reporting that Amazon actually flew out to meet Edwards out in Missouri. They went out and did jiu-jitsu with him, and then they went out and his wife made them lunch. So Amazon was willing to go the extra mile to see Carl Edwards, although it seems like every network has been chasing him. But finally, the great white whale of the NASCAR world is back on TV, although streaming-wise. But regardless, more Carl Edwards in our lives is good for NASCAR. And finally, I teased this at the very beginning, but could we see a track name change coming to NASCAR? Well, Adam Stern of Sports Business Journal did report that a division of Sonic Automotive has filed a trademark for the name Echo Park Speedway, suggesting that the used car dealership chain could buy naming rights to one of Speedway Motorsports venues. So if you don't know, Sonic Automotive is actually owned by the Smith family that owns SMI. They actually are the bigger company that Echo Park Automotive absorbs into. You've seen Echo Park, of course, at COTA the last few years. They actually sponsor the NASCAR restart zones full time in 2025 as well. But with that, Echo Park Speedway, what track could it be? Well, a lot of people think Texas is the obvious one, with that being their main region. Texas Motor Speedway, of course, there's been rumors about a rebrand track configuration the last few years, potentially that. Although they did sponsor the Dover race last year as well, that's SMI owned. And the dark horse could be Kentucky Motor Speedway. That thing is sitting dormant up there. NASCAR fans have been wanting more ovals. They can't build any more ovals. Well, there's one sitting in Kentucky. So could we see Echo Park Speedway be the new name of Kentucky Speedway? That's something to watch there. But again, Adam Stern reporting it. When he says something, we all listen. So something notable there. What do you think down below? Echo Park Speedway, which track could it be? I'm very interested to see if that's even a thing. As always, if you like what you saw, like this video. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe to Breaking Bob for more NASCAR content. And I promise I will keep up the content throughout the week as the news drops. This weekend at Vegas, could Christopher Bell really go 4 in a row? It's never been done if you ask Fox, but regardless, I'll see you next time, folks. I appreciate you for watching.